I know it's a lot later than my usual stream time. I like to stream during the beginning of the day toward evening, but I had a really weird day today, an extraordinary day, to say the least. I can tell you guys one thing. Loneliness is real, dog. It's a real thing. If you know anybody that has been single for a long time, and you know really well, just ask them, do you ever feel isolated? And if you do that, genuinely listen to their response. You don't have to feel any certain way about it, just listen to what they have to say. And I guarantee that'll give that person a lot of closure. It's my tip for today, but because I'm going through a lot of loneliness, and so I wish I had somebody in my life that could, I don't know, ask me about it. I don't know. But yeah, no, I normally don't stream at this hour. Or at least I don't start streaming at this hour. Usually I start earlier. But anyway, I'm gonna have the stream open while playing a game. Also, what did I walk in on? Are you good? Yeah, I'm good. Well, I don't know. Today has been just so weird. Like, I've had just... Today's an experience, to say the least. You know, today at work was just so... So, I work at a hardware store, and, you know, I mean, it's the weekend, and, like... it's obviously it's Labor Day weekend, so you'd expect everybody to be trying to get their propane refilled and whatnot, but it was raining really badly where I am, and so I had to walk myself home I had to walk myself to and from work in the rain because I don't have my I don't have my driving license. I have my temporary license, so I could get behind the wheel and learn how to drive, and I'm 20, so yeah, I kind of felt, I'm be brutally honest, a bit insecure with the whole, oh, I'm 20 and I'm just now learning how to drive. I should have been doing that when I was 16. That sounds miserable. Yeah, so what do you call it, man? So you have that, and I don't know, man, like, so not to get too personal, I don't know if you like want to hear this or not, but I've lived a very tough life, and so I was just contemplating sort of like where I stand on like what I should be doing with my life, and so at this point it's like, well, I want to make progress and move in the right direction, but the direction is like, I don't know, it's like so weird because I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what a positive direction looks like. As brutal and like weird as that sounds, it sounds very, what's the word, elusive. Like it doesn't sound like it has a clear meaning. But what I mean by that is like there's so much like negativity in my life, like whether it's some of the people in my life that, you know, have to be there because of what they like represent, whether it's like parents or whatever, but I don't have any advice. I'm not even an adult. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, no, I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it in words. But there's just a lot of stuff going on. But, you know, I have YouTube, but like I said, normally, under normal circumstances, I would have, like, drove myself to work, but I had to walk in the rain. And I know I was watching a lot of videos earlier today that I feel like are great commentaries on, like, the problems with, like, today, like, dating today. A lot of, like, relationship issues. So, you know, stuff like that, like, very deep and adult issues. And I've come down to a couple of, like, conclusions. Oh, shit. Alright, I got tapped. So I've come to some conclusions in my life, and I'm not quite sure, like, what to do for adult stuff. Yeah, adult stuff. Just maturing. Like, let me tell you something, when you do become an adult, cherish, I don't know what age group you fall into, but when, like, you're a kid, like, kid, like, before 12, enjoy that. That's easiest. The second you become a preteen, or the second you become a teenager, life hits you hard. When you become an adult, it's the same process over again. I'm not exactly looking forward to it. I'll tell you something that will help, that will actually help you. Because I wish I had someone tell me this when I was a teenager. Find something that inspires you in a direction you want to go. See, me, I never had a direction to go. When I was in high school, my second year, I was kicked out of high school. I was actually kicked out of school. And this is all before COVID. This is like I'm gonna say like 2018, no. I think it was 2017 going into 2018. And I don't know, I was a sophomore. And so when I was kicked out of school, that, like, traumatized me, because, you see, what happened was, like, I don't know, I was constantly getting, like, I don't want to say bullied, because it's not the word, messed with. And I never, to be honest, I never fit in anywhere I went to school. Like, I was actually just telling some of my buddies this earlier today. Like, throughout, like, school, I never, like, fit in. Like, even in elementary, I never fit in. And, like, I never understood why, but, like, I guess growing up now, I guess it's just, I was very different. Like, I stayed inside. My common interests were, like, Legos and shit. And you're probably thinking, like, oh, well, Legos are very, like, common, but as a kid, man, like, that's all I did, man. Models and Legos, and I was very nerdy. And I just was not into the kind of things that other kids in my age demographic were into. Like, see, I grew up playing, like, video games like Manhunt and shit, and so a lot of people are like, there's something wrong with this kid to some degree. So I don't know how to describe it. It's just really weird looking back on it, but I guess if you have friends, cherish them. And so that's just like a friend is just something that's so valuable. I'm homeschooled, so again, I can't relate. So I can kind of relate to homeschooling a little bit. I was not into it for very long, but I had to do this thing called home instruction. It's not homeschooling, it's like homeschooling, but it's not the same thing. So it's called home instruction, and so you have a home instructor, which is basically the equivalent of a tutor that ensures that you are doing online schooling. Now, my home instructor became you know what, I take that back. There was a positive influence. And now there's my home instructor. And so my social skills be like See, I had socially awkward skills too. Like, during my whole life, I've only had 2 or 3 relationships, if you can even call them that. I have no social skills whatsoever. Like the whole reason I do YouTube is because like I grew up watching a lot of YouTubers and like PewDiePie and shit, and like I don't know, but I always wanted to be a YouTuber because I'm like, I can't get popularity at school. Maybe I can just become popular by being a YouTuber. Obviously that never happened, like it never blew up. But the fact that like I have viewers, like I have 110 subscribers, to me that is just amazing. Like honestly, like 110 people, that's more people than I can name. That's more people than that subscribe to my channel than I know in real life. I don't know, it's just fun, but when I meet someone new, I have to get through my whole arsenal of jokes just to see what they'll think is funny, so I can. So I'm very introverted myself, but I don't know. It's weird because I'm both. I'm both an introvert and an extrovert. Because I will extrovert myself to get myself sort of past a lot of the social awkward bits that, you know, like the way I talk, the way I tell jokes and stuff like that. Like I don't know, I have to come up with something on the fly sometimes. Like I don't know. So, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. There's just a lot to it, man. But I don't know, today was very weird. I was just, I don't know. Today was very philosophical. I've come down to the conclusion that if you act confidence, you can feel confident. That's true too. I'd say I'm probably one of like the most least attractive like persons. I'm like so unattractive that like I really struggled to like, you know, talk to girls in school when I was back in like school. So, you know, and part of the whole thing was I just acted with a lot of confidence, and I got laughed at and rejected, but the fact that, hey man, don't say that. Well, you know, I guess, I don't know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but I don't know, man, like, I don't know, it's such a complicated issue, right? Because, like, so, I don't know, man, I guess I compare beauty to video games, because, I know, right? But, some people will find even the most obscure things amazing. For instance, I like Silent Hill, Resident Evil kind of, like, I like single player games. I love multiplayer games, I do, but like, for me, true art is stuff that like, is outdated. And a lot of people are like, well, you play outdated games. And a lot of it is like, I've had a lot of friends, yeah, single player is better. Oh, here's the thing, right? Like, stuff that's trendy is trendy. You're gonna have a lot of people that like it for whatever reason. It's a social phenomenon. Trends. And if you think about it like that, like, okay, the reason the people like this is it's a phenomenon. It just happens. Like in the 1980s, people had like crazy hairstyles and stuff, and people were listening to like a lot of thrash metal and stuff like that. people back in the 80s acted very differently than how they act nowadays. And times are very different, right? The things that are popular then are not popular now, but people now are looking back on things from the 80s and they're like, well, that's very stylistic and appealing now, so it's a phenomenon that you see. Retroism, I guess, is the word for it, where they take stuff like I guess you could say I'm a retroist. I love PS2 games, and I still have my PS2. I still play my PS2 regularly, and I'm like 20. I'm in my 20. I'm 20. Like, I was born the year Silent Hill 2 came out. I played games that came out before I was born. Like, to me, flows from a location in the world we call the well. But you've returned. Oh, we're stuck here. I have to restart this level already. But, you know, like I said, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So if you compare it to like a video game, somebody might say, well, the things that make BioShock great are not the same reasons that make Call of Duty Black Ops 1 great. And so, you know, like for instance, the things that make Megan Fox pretty are not the same things that make I don't know, girls in your neighborhood or a girl you have a crush on that you met in real life. And Doom, I finally fought some bosses and it was really fun. Yeah. What boss did you fight? And I'm sorry I didn't finish my zombie marathon. Something happened last night. Like we were playing with somebody and like, I don't know, man, like my game totally crashed last night. I also sent you a friend request on Rogue Company, but to be fair, I didn't really play a lot of Rogue Company today at all. For like whatever reason. I don't know why I didn't play a lot of Rogue Company today. I meant to, but I had work and I don't know, today's been just really awkward. A lot of thought was put into today. A lot of like contemplating. So today was very philosophical. Mainly because I feel like my channel is finally starting to grow. I feel like I have a decent audience now. I have people that click on my videos, people I recognize, and this is something that I want to, I was playing it, and it's really fun, but skill-based matchmaking isn't the greatest. I got 21 out of our 26 kills. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah. I know what you mean. Skill-based matchmaking can be very, controversial. But we'll just use that term. Because I feel like, for instance, any, like, player that has been playing the game for a long time can just make a new account, start a new character, and then they'll be matched with people that are new, and then they'll demolish those new people, and their new account has this ridiculously god-tier KD, and to me that's just like ridiculous. An Apex Legend, I don't even think the implemented skill-based matchmaking. Yeah, those people are called Smurfs. Yeah. I knew they had a name, I just didn't know what it was. Like, I don't know.
Olivia has an artifact in her private lab.
I know about like stream snipers. I think it's what they're called. It's a Fortnite term. I streamed a lot of H1Z1, and back in the day with my friend Dom. I was still in high school actually, and this was during that time I got kicked out. And so, okay, so I'll actually explain more of that. So, right, I walked off the school campus, and they tried to tell me I needed to go to the principal's office and talk to her after class. Instead of going to the principal's office, I walked off campus again and went home. At this point, the police got involved, and so they're like, "You're going to be suspended for about a week." My parents are freaking out. And then all of a sudden, get a letter delivered to our house, and it said that I am banned off of school. Yeah, I'm banned off of school premises. I can be arrested for trespassing if I go on the school property. So I went from 0 to 100 real quickly. Yeah. And so at this point, my life started spiraling out of control. Now my real, like, my biological parents are both dead. So when I say my parents, I mean like my aunt and uncle, which I call mom and dad because, you know, they've raised me since I was a few months old. But during this point in time, you know, my uncle slash, as you say, adoptive parent or father, or whatever you want to call him, was very abusive. And at this point in time, what ended up happening was he had attempted to commit suicide, and he did. He tried to, at least, and I witnessed him, you know, I'm not going to describe it in great detail because it was very horrific and grotesque, and I think that it will be immediately demonetized completely. Like my channel, like they will totally censor the crap out of this video if I try to explain what I saw. And when that happened, I had no friends. All my friends, my buddies from school, they were in school, and I did not talk to them outside of school. My buddies online, they'd go to school, and so I wasn't able to talk to them during the day. My mom was now home alone all the time. Well, I was always home alone all the time because my mom had to work triple shifts or double shifts to make up the difference in income. So she was always gone at work and I was always home alone. And I couldn't go to a therapist because therapy costs money, and we were going from middle class to lower middle class and poor. So what ended up happening was I spent a lot of time to myself, and it was very depressing because, like I said, I couldn't go to a therapist because therapy costs a lot of money. And two, I wasn't in school, so I was not able to see a school therapist or a counselor. And if I go to the school, like, premises, I'll get the cops pretty much called on me for trespassing. And so, what ended up occurring was, yeah. What ended up occurring was, you know, I started getting very isolated, like, feeling isolated. And so, Christmas without my dad around, well, I called him dad because, like I said, they raised me. The fact that I was never popular in school, and what little friends I did have, they were always, like, doing school, and I never talked to them outside of school. My friends online, they would be going to school. They'd be doing things. So, while they were all at school and I was home alone, it was pretty much... I hate to say it like this, it was pretty much an endless summer, it felt like. Everyone else had the right to go, everyone else had to go to school, and I was able to stay I was able to do things that other kids couldn't do during the day. I never had an excuse. I had all this free time. And it sounds luxurious. It sounds like the greatest thing in the whole world. But imagine having, let me pause this real quick. Imagine having so much free time that you don't know what to do with it, but there's nothing to do. You don't have any money. You don't have any friends. Yeah. But, so imagine, like, having so much free time you don't know what to do with it. But now imagine that you have no money, because I didn't have a job. I did not work during this time. And so, I genuinely don't know how to respond. You don't have to, man, because I'll tell you one thing. It made me a tougher person. It really did. And so, you know, like I said, man, I had all this free time, but, like, everybody else is in school, and, like, you know, I can't go to school, and, like, my mom was pissed off that I was kicked out of school. My mom was upset that my dad did what he did. I was traumatized by what he did. So, I get to learn the hard way, but not learn that hard. What do you call it, man? I don't know how to describe this in a way that makes sense, but I am content with my current living condition, despite the fact that there are some aspects of it that I would change, for sure. Like, for instance, I want to get my license. I want independence, like complete independence. Like, you're 20 years old, you're a man. You're not a man until you have a full-time job and you're able to provide everything for yourself. That's my opinion. Because being a man, and, you know, some people are like, well, you know, where's this all coming from? Like, this is so unrelated, but, see, I'm a man, so I'm just gonna put it in a way that a man would put it. Being a man takes a lot of responsibility. I don't care who you are. Being an adult takes a lot of responsibility. Being anybody takes responsibility, and I don't mean, like, responsibility like providing. I mean responsibility for, like, living in general. I mean, getting up in the morning and finding motivation to get out and actually do things. Like, I struggled having motivation to find a job. I found a job. I held that job down for a year now. I've been working for over a year now, and I've never missed a day of work. I've never missed a day of school other than getting kicked out of school. Hold up. I gotta go get a drink. Be right back. Alright. But yeah, man, I never missed a day of work or school. And I put 100% effort into almost everything I do. Almost everything. Not everything, because some things I'd rather not do. But, yeah, no, man, it's just, it is what it is, man.
Demonic breach detected.
Alright, let's figure this out. There's some platforming with this, I knew it. Okay. Alright, and it's this way. Okay. This makes sense, I remember it now. Gotta use the BFG at least once. Alright. No BFG ammo. Oh, see, alright, so you're back. No drink for me. Man, I cannot wait to get paid so I can get Doom Eternal. I was literally just talking with like my buddies. And I'm like, you know what? I said, blasting demons as usual. Yeah. I was joking with my buddies and I said, you know, there are so many women I could waste my money on, and there's on OnlyFans and at strip clubs. But I'm gonna waste my money on Doom like a real man and kick some demon ass. That'll be more fun. I might ask that my B-Day or Christmas, since I'll finish Doom by then. That is not waste of money. Affirmative, it's not a waste of money. I'd rather spend my money on something that will actually entertain me than something that will only entertain me for 30 seconds. I was just joking with my friends, and so I'm very excited to get Doom Eternal, and I cannot wait to stream it, guys. Being honest with you guys, Doom has, like, I don't know, there's not a lot of games that do it for me, but Doom definitely is.
I am the head of this corporation. All your work and discoveries here belong to me. It was mine before you even found it.
If we go up here and go over here, you'll find one of these guys. Make sure to grab it. You always want to upgrade your power suit. Oh yeah, I remember doing that. Oh, did you actually beat the game yet, or are you still working on it? So if you haven't beat the game yet, I'll actually avoid doing the later levels. I mean, I'm getting a lot of great gameplay. Also, for a while, didn't upgrade anything and never realized that that was a thing. So today we went on an upgrading spree and I got half of everything. Nice. I'm further than you currently are, but haven't beaten the game yet. You will enjoy the ending. I promise, as usual, never to spoil anything. So, and I adhere and keep that promise. Unless, of course, other players have not gotten this far in the game yet. So, I actually figured something out about our next level we're going to be going into.
UAC transit ready for departure. Please be seated. The
I
transit
don't
is now
remember where I
ready to
am, but I think
the UAC
somewhere out in
research
Titan's
complex will be our
realm.
final destination.
I think I'm in the snowy area. Okay, you're probably in the coolant facility then. Because there's an area you have to go to and there's all these coolant things and you have to destroy them all, and you have to, well, not to spoil it or anything, but there's this area where there's a lot of like freezing stuff, and so the snowy area, that's what comes to mind. Vega Central Processing is the location I'm thinking of. Titan's Realm is a hell level. And yeah. So I meant to continue my Doom marathon, but being honest with you, man, and I'm going to make an address video addressing this issue, but I'm having a lot of streaming issues when I stream Doom, like classic Doom, where it streams for about an hour and 40 plus minutes and then it stops. There's an unknown error. If I didn't have those errors, I would literally have like perfect gameplay and footage. And so Yeah. Oh man, but I'm looking forward to playing Rogue Company with you, man, at some point. Obviously, it's really late now. I'm not really in the mood to be playing a competitive shooter, but tomorrow I can definitely do that. I wonder why.
It's time.
You should get...
My office is on the second floor of this facility.
You should get some sleep. I definitely should. My sleep schedule is so, like, messed up right now. And I don't have any work. I don't have work tomorrow, so... But I actually work on Labor Day. I work on Labor Day, right? Oh man, that was amusing to me. That was funny to me. I didn't have to work last Labor Day, but I had to work this Labor Day. Today I was planning on streaming, except the one game I was going to stream just happens to be broken and not work at all. Huh. So on my other stream, I described how there was this over here, how that room right there is really hard to get to, but I figured out where it's at. And I didn't have to look up any videos or anything. All I had to do was just do a little bit of exploration. So I looked up at the ceiling, and I saw the ceiling tile, but I saw the green things. And I'm like, usually green indicates that you can get up there. Usually with most things in this game that are green, it usually means that's where you're supposed to go. Or it means there's a ledge for you to grab onto. So one thing I will say about Doom 2016, see the green? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, it's so weird. So I have this, and right there is a Crimson Elite, or the Elite Guard, or whatever you want to call these guys. So, yeah. So I like to use this explosive shotgun. So that's where you get the auto map. Yeah. And now it shows me where everything is at. You get the Predator token from them, right? Yep. Yep, you get the Predator tokens and you can upgrade your Predator suit. Wait, oh my god, did you just say Predator? I've been going with the Predator. Huh. Yeah. Well, I guess it's actually pronounced Praetor suit, but I've always called it Predator suit because I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Predator, like the original one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but the Yautja, the alien species that's that are the enemy in that movie, like have like the thermal vision, all these gadgets and all this shit, and it's like, really, if you think about it, Doom Guy is kind of like a Yautja Predator in his own right.
Of course.
There was some rule on how you pronounce AE. I don't know, man. I don't really English so well. Like, I don't speak English all that well, which is really weird because it's the only language I really know. I don't know that many of the languages. I only know a little bit of German and a little bit of Russian. And what I mean by German, I mean like Guten Tag and Scheiße. Like, I don't know if you like. Whereas when it comes to Russian, I know a little. I know a little bit more about Russian than I do German. And I know how to say. Let's think of something easy to say. Привет, меня зовут. Да, нет. Stuff like that. Very simple. Let's flash that. Flash that. Alright, here, you want some Rip and Tear gameplay? I will give you some Rip and Tear gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. Grab this. Seriously, man? Ripping and tearing has never felt so great. Rip and tear. Well, literally, you grabbed the Imp's head and you ripped it open, and then you tore it off. Yeah. I do not fail to deliver on gameplay, at least I don't fail to deliver on like a visually appealing gameplay. Like, this is like good. Like the glory kill mechanic, I love spamming those and just like getting good gameplay of that. Like, you genuinely with a game like this, you feel like a badass, and I just hope that Doom Eternal captures that. I've heard a lot of complaints about like the melee combat system has dropped, but you did not fail to deliver at all. Yeah. I try to have good gameplay in all my games. Unfortunately, sometimes multiplayer games you can't really dictate that. It was on stream. I can always like edit a video and edit out all the parts, but there's something to raw footage with a little bit of editing to it than cutting out certain parts because it's bad. Berserk is too OP. It's literally every single enemy is free glory kill. Exactly. And I like it how it's done that way, because originally all Berserk did was allow you to one-hit melee most of your enemies. So I'm much happier that instead of it being like you're able to use your fist in one-tap melee, it's a glory kill, which is far more entertaining because these are unique glory kills.
It is a prototype of our interdimensional tether, a means for me to pull you back from hell. I'm sorry for the jolt, but I didn't think you'd allow it.
I saw this stream, reviewed it all, and said
I have supplies in my
I heard boss music got scarred as it was the only first 5 minutes, and then I realized what it was.
Welcome, Dr. Hagen.
Take whatever supplies you need.
Wish I was able to stream Silent Hill 3. That'd be really fun to play through. There's that Argent sword thing.
Devastating. But I am committed to helping you close the portal. All of our work and understanding of their world is derived from the inscriptions in a large stone artifact we pulled from hell in the earliest days of the program. We call it the Helix Stone. It is our most closely guarded asset. Olivia was obsessed with
Unskippable interaction cutscene.
learned how to manipulate hell's energy.
Let's take a look at Dr. Samuel Hayden. He's got those tube things on his back, and they've really structured him pretty well.
The Helix Stone showed us how to harness
Like you can tell, like his leg design's pretty cool. His torso setup is pretty cool, and he's a robot, you know. So
the Helix in her private office in the
he
last
is pure drip.
which is only accessible
Yeah,
through
he
a
is
secure
pure drip.
elevator from the advanced
Everything
research
except his head.
complex across the chasm.
He passed the vibe check.
Affinity for guns is apparent. I'm confident you'll
I like
find
everything
something
except his
useful
helmet.
there
I
as
think that they
well.
could have had a cooler designed helmet. It would be really cool if it was like a Star Wars T-visor helmet kind of design. Like where it was like a Stormtrooper T-style light instead of it being like a flat line forward. That would have been cooler. They redesigned his headpiece. But minor criticism. But I like the way that they designed Dr. Samuel Hayden. Yeah, it still looks cool, but they could have gone all out on it. Yeah. Just a little nitpick. Yeah, that's all it really is. Like, alright, so this will come as no surprise, but I am a Star Wars, like, fanboy. I love Star Wars. It's ultimately what got me through a lot of my tough times. I will go back and rewatch episode 1 of Star Wars, like the original, like, Star Wars. A New Hope. That was the episode 1, A New Hope. I love that. And my favorite character from Star Wars was always Boba Fett. And I liked the mercenary characteristic. I liked his design. There's just something to Boba Fett that I always liked as a kid. And I never knew his name. The green guy with the weird helmet. So... But, yeah, no. I like Star Wars so much. Including a lot like the ship designs, like Boba Fett's got the Slave One, and Han Solo's got the Millennium Falcon, there's the X-Wings, the Y-Wings, the TIE Fighters. Yeah, there's just a lot of the Imperial cruisers. think that's what they were called, if I'm not mistaken. Star Wars is cool and all, but if you ask me, they started the first movie. I remember as a kid I liked Shrek. I thought the humor was pretty funny. But looking back on it now, Shrek just does not, for me, have the rewatchability as something like, what was that one movie, Fishtail, with Will Smith? I like that, and I also like Nemo, growing up as a kid, Finding Nemo. There was just something to that animation style I really liked growing up as a kid. In the ocean, I had this crazy obsession over like the ocean. And obviously, one of the weird things, one of my weird fears is fear of the ocean. It's really weird. It's like you don't know what's underneath you, and so having actually seen the ocean and been on the beach and stuff like that, but never have extensively gone out to the ocean. Like, I would honestly be scared. Just, like, imagine, like... I don't know, man. It all started from a nightmare I had. About 6 years back, I think. I had this crazy nightmare that I woke up out of nowhere, and I was, like, floating on the water in the ocean. And, like, I remember it very vividly because, like, the sun... Like, the sky was orange... and you could from the sun, and you could see it reflecting all around you from the water, and like I had no idea what was beneath me, and then I had woken up because it had like freaked the shit out of me. I don't know how to describe it. It was just such a weird feeling. Also, dude, since you're like a Doom fan, you might like this Easter egg. I don't know, but if you jump up here and on top of these crates here, come back here, it's you know, Super Turbo Turkey Puncher. So go ahead and similar to like a test your mic kind of thing where it's all on the button spamming. I don't know what in the world this has to do with anything, but this is so fun. That went from 0 to... I don't know why, but if you actually look on my comment section, it repeats comments for whatever reason. It like duplicates them. I don't know why my comment section does that. Like, I really wish I had all my streaming stuff like set up to where like everything went perfectly. But yeah, no, so there's that. Let me get out of here. I suppose you don't even have to jump over them. I guess you can just walk past all this stuff. But yeah, it's a neat little Easter egg. It's the only one that I personally know of. There might be more in the game, but I don't know much about like hidden levels and stuff. Like I'm like 70% sure there's like a hidden level around here somewhere. Okay, I think there's an action figure in there that I've already collected. I'm pretty sure. Right there. Alright, I found the hidden level lever actually, guys. So what you want to do is jump up. So what you want to do is... This ledge literally saved my life. No, it did not. No, it did not. No, it did not. No, it did not. Get me over that obstacle. There we go. Ooh, 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 ooh. I hate riding on this ledge. Hug the wall. Ooh. I hate sudden fast movements. Oh, good. Ugh, there we go. Holy Christ. That was an experience. So apparently, I guess we unlocked our hidden level. Oh my god. That makes it so much easier. Alright. I could have been doing that wrong. I don't know. Don't care. I don't know. I don't care. Alright, so yeah, no, I replayed my, it replayed my comment. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps replaying comments. Maybe it's like a settings thing that I'm unaware of or something. I don't know how to fix it. That is interesting. So yeah, no, I cannot find the like hidden level door thing. Yeah, no. I don't know. I've been told Sleepy Joe is really old. Alright, I guess, fuck it. I'm just gonna jump in here. Oh no, well, I found you guys the hidden lever. I could not find the actual location of the hidden level. Which to me is just obscure. I guess I'm gonna also, quit to the main menu and just start another mission, because I really don't like this mission. For whatever reason. You probably gonna get the same comment in 45 minutes, but I'm gonna go to bed since I need sleep or something. So see ya. Have a good night. Hey man, you too, dude. You too, man. We're gonna do an ultra violence playthrough. Since currently yeah, that's what we want to do. Ultra violence. We can play the game on Hurt Me Plenty. We can complete it on ultra violence. I can guarantee it. We are so good at the game that we are going to force ourselves to do this. Why? What reason? What excuse? There is simply no excuse. There is simply no rationing or no reason. Just because I can. Because it's funny. It's actually my excuse for a lot of things. Because it's funny.
Demonic presence has unsafe level. Lockdown. Impact.
Either way, we got dropped, and it's already an hour, so it's 2:52. It's basically 3 in the morning, guys. I'm so done. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry I started this stuff so late. I swear, as soon as I get up in the morning, I'm gonna hop on Rogue Company, or I'm gonna start a stream and then hop on Rogue Company or something. I have to have some sort of plan. So I don't know, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's not the best quality, but and it kind of went very personal. I kind of explained a lot of things about myself. If you actually go back and rewatch the stream, there's a lot about me that I really go into detail here in today's episode, and so I don't know if I really wanted to do that or not, but I did, and I feel like it kind of explains more of who I am. So I don't know if that inspires people, or if that like people look up to me for that reason, or if people are just very interested in that story, or I don't know if maybe it might make somebody that feels like they're in a really bad situation feel like, hey man, if this guy could recover, maybe I can recover. Or I don't know, man. And I'll tell you how I recovered. Video games. And a lot of them. I'll see you guys in the next